Well, shit. This movie was actually good.
Yeah, it was. I actually had a good time with it.
Man, we're gonna lose our contract with Marvel. Do you know how much they were gonna pay us for giving a good review to Guardians of the Galaxy? Even though it didn't deserve people being paid to give it a good review because it was already a good movie?
I don't think they were gonna pay us that much.
Man, you know how much... is this bit over? Is it?
Yeah, I think it's over.
That hasn't been talked about in a while, so I wasn't sure if it would still be funny. People being paid off for reviews. Fuck you if you believe that, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, we just got back from Wonder Woman, and all I can say for DC is 5th time's the charm? Oh, wow.
It took you four previous attempts to actually put out a decent showing. Good job.
You gotta admire their determination, I'll give them that, but...
yeah, well, I think the smartest move was not letting Zack Snyder direct this one.
Yeah... Yeah, even, you know, with all due respect of what happened with him,
yeah,
it worked out.
It did work out.
Yeah, so, it was good. It was very good. It wasn't perfect, but...
No.
It was the best goddamn DC movie I've seen in a while. I would say it's on, in terms of quality, it's on par with some of, like, maybe the mid-tier Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I'd say so. It definitely had a lot more personality than the last few movies that came out.
Oh my god, there were characters I cared about.
Yeah, because I felt she was wasted in Batman v Superman.
Oh my god, yeah, that was one of the biggest problems with it. Why did you introduce Wonder Woman if you're not going to use her?
Yeah.
And she was just,
like, she was kind of a last-minute addition at the very end.
And they introduced her at the end, but like they showed her throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
And you know she would show up, and she would, what's the actress's name? Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot, right? Yeah. So she would show up, and then she would disappear, and then she'd show up again, and then she'd fucking disappear.
It's almost like they were scared of using her.
I know.
Almost.
You established her, and then you didn't, and then she went away.
Yeah.
And people were wondering where'd she go. The whole movie, we were just waiting for Gadot.
You were waiting for that, weren't you? So are you Rosencrantz or am I in this situation?
I don't know. I thought of that joke after...
You were waiting for that.
After we filmed our vlog for Batman v Superman.
Wow. You held on to that for that minute.
I've been sitting on that gem for a very long time, and now that and it feels so good to get it out.
Oy, oy, oy.
I'm so proud of it.
You know, you're not wrong, though. I mean,
the problem is still valid. But anyway,
here she's out in full force, and it just makes you wonder why the hell they didn't just use her sooner. Because
we had to have Batman fight Superman. Also, Doomsday was there, and that movie was a mess.
And you know, Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
Playing the Joker, even though he was supposed to be playing Lex
the
Luthor.
not Joker. And then we got, I mean, in terms of quality, Suicide Squad almost had it. Almost. They were so close, and they friggin' fumbled on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
And it was mostly because of the story.
There was an interception on the goal, and they threw it on. They ran it all the way the fuck back.
I mean, the casting was on point. Yeah. The acting was good. The story was shit. That was the problem. Also, they kept trying to... Again, they're playing catch-up with Marvel.
Yeah.
Because they decided to include, you know, we had to put more jokes in. Because we're scared. Also, we're going to have music, just like Guardians of the Galaxy, even though in Guardians of the Galaxy it was a plot point.
It was integral, as opposed to, you know, we're just going to throw in Bohemian Rhapsody for no fucking reason.
Sure.
There's a song that doesn't get old.
People remember that, right?
Yeah.
That'll connect with the old people, I suppose. Or maybe the kids. I don't know.
I still stand by my statement, though, that not Guardians of the Galaxy, Suicide Squad was a better Ghostbusters reboot than the actual Ghostbusters reboot. It follows the same beats and the same plot points.
The sad part is you're right.
Yeah. Like, what's her name was basically Gozer.
Yeah, the Miss Enchantress. Or,
yeah, the Enchantress. She was basically Gozer in this movie.
They could have just given them a regular ass mission. Why'd they have to have them fight a crazy monster that they can't fight with baseball bats and guns and boomerangs? But anyway, we're getting off topic here.
But this, however,
yeah,
the casting was good.
Definitely.
The story was pretty good.
Yes, the story.
And the action scenes were. That's kind of where it fell a little bit for me because you can tell where Snyder had his influence with the slow motion stuff.
That slow mo though. That slow mo.
I mean, it was cool in 300, man. Yeah. Let it freaking go finally.
Yeah. Basically, the story was kind of similar to the animated movie. And honestly, this movie was way better than the animated movie. And I liked the animated movie. Because
I had not seen it.
It's all right. It's worth watching. I mean, it's the same thing, the same story where Trevor washes up on the thing.
Exactly.
And then Ares shows up and she fights Ares in that movie as well.
Yeah.
This movie is better than it though. Mostly because any of the gripes I did have with the animated movie were gone. In which case...
and what were those gripes?
Mostly my problem with the animated movie was they took the whole... the sexes thing kind of to their ultimate extremes. Like, the Amazons were just man-haters... And every single man in that movie was a pig-headed chauvinist.
Okay, I got
and there was no middle ground until like the very, very end when Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor had to work together to stop Ares. There was none of that in this movie, and it was very beneficial.
Yeah, the way Pine and Godot worked together.
Yeah.
They had really great chemistry.
Absolutely. And there were moments where he would be like, wait here, I have to go do this. But it didn't come from like a chauvinistic place.
It wasn't like, wait here while we do our man talk, like James Bond
he knew she could handle herself, but it seemed more like it was coming from a place of, following protocol.
Yeah,
like military
there's
protocol.
Procedure involved. Please don't punch him.
Yeah.
If you punch him, we don't get the info we want.
Yeah. Because she wanted to go assassinate this one guy, and like, that would be a horrible idea. And most of the time, she would just kind of run into battle. And I can see where they were coming from that. It's like, we shouldn't always follow the rules. Let's fucking stop these guys.
Right.
But, she's a goddess, so she can handle it.
Right.
Whereas, people get shot.
Exactly. But still, he was there to gather information and try to stop an even bigger tragedy from happening.
Yeah. And
he points that out to her. It's like, if you were to kill him now, we'd never get the information we want.
Yeah.
It's more than just having guns and ships. It's whoever has the most information that wins.
Yep. That's his job. He's a spy.
Yep.
I do like... this is something a lot of people were commenting on about. They really played up Wonder Woman's compassion.
Yes.
And I think that is also something
that's what made me like her, though. She wasn't like... She wasn't bland, and that's why I like this so much.
Well, that is what she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Of the three leaders of the Justice League, Superman's the muscle, Batman's the brains, she's the heart. She's the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the diplomat.
But I mean, both Superman and Batman, though, it's just... They always came off as so stiff, and yet in this one, she actually is... very vibrant.
Honestly, I blame that on the plot of Batman v Superman.
V Superman.
Had that shit not been a thing, it would have gone so much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did the character justice. All the acting was really good. The setting was very good too. It's very it was World War II, so they showed
World War I actually.
It was World War I.
It was World War I because they mentioned the Kaiser and everything.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so they pretty much they got all the imagery down point. They showed the horrors of war. Showed a lot of guys getting hurt.
Yeah, for those of you out there who read All Quiet on the Western Front, it's all in this movie.
Oh yeah, I would say Saving Private Ryan, but that was World War II.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much the same. this in terms of people getting killed and
blown
people
up
losing
and
limbs
gassed.
and families getting separated, and it's horrible.
Yep.
And that was another good point about the movie, because she lived on Themyscira her whole life, where there are no problems. There's it's a nice place to live. The sun's always shining, and then meanwhile, several miles across the ocean, shit's going down, and she had to see it firsthand.
Yep.
I did like watching her kind of adapt to society.
Yeah, that was probably one of the high points of the movie for me, because it almost felt like she had ADHD.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, look, a baby!"
Yeah, it's like, we have to stop Aries. Oh, look!
What's that?
Yeah.
Plastic bag, plastic bag, plastic bag.
That and the whole the scene where she's trying on stuff, and it's just like, how do you fight in this stuff? She's trying to do high kicks in the dress, and she's
always
tearing
them.
No, this isn't going to work.
My favorite part at the beginning was just like, well, you should try this on, and she's like, okay, and she just starts taking her clothes off in the middle of the.
But
oh man,
and even the supporting characters were great.
Oh yes. They were all what were their name?
Well, there was the Chief,
Sammy,
and Charlie.
Charlie, yeah, they were all
AKA
really good.
Spud from Train Spotting.
I've still never seen that movie.
You should. At least the first one. The first one was really good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, they were all really good. Sammy was very charismatic. Charlie was probably the most interesting of all of them.
Yeah, although he's the least expounded upon.
Yeah, well, you can kind of fill in the blanks with him a bit.
True, especially with the whole camp-out scene.
He clearly had PTSD.
That man had demons.
Yeah,
you could see it in his face.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen more with him and Wonder Woman a little bit, because she tried to comfort him like the first time around. He just kind of freaked out and ran off.
Yeah.
But he eventually he came around and he stepped up. Chief was very interesting. Was his name just Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Native American who was in the wilds of Germany trying to survive.
Well, Belgium,
actually. Belgium?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Belgium. Yeah. It was really cool. I wonder if they were characters from the comics.
That I don't know.
Because I'm wondering. I have to admit, though, some of the problems I had with this movie, one, I got kind of a Captain America vibe from it.
Well, yeah.
The first Captain America movie, it seemed almost beat for beat. Plus
it's the shield.
The shield, plus the, all the fighting.
It's the shield throwing, I think, is what they...
Yeah.
But I do know what you mean.
I have a feeling that wasn't by accident. But anyway, honestly, my one biggest gripe with this movie was pretty much the same problem I had with a lot of the previous DC movies. It looks so gritty, and I understand it's wartime.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, Themyscira didn't look...
No, Themyscira looked beautiful.
Bright, and I'm just like, oh my god,
But
it doesn't look like it's been dropped through a chimney.
This movie...
And then we get to England, it's just like, and we're back.
Yeah, even
Where's Oliver Twist?
Even when they went there, he was like, welcome to merry old England. She's like, it looks terrible.
It's hideous.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like, this and Batman v Superman, and even Man of Steel.
Yeah, even that felt washed out.
Even some points of Suicide Squad. The movie just looked damp and dirty.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a shower after I watch it. Meanwhile, and it's even worse because we just came off of Guardians of the Galaxy, which was colorful and vibrant and beautiful. It's a comic book movie.
Yeah.
It's a friggin' comic book. Make it look like a comic book. I don't expect Wonder Woman to look dank. I kind of expect that from Batman. I don't expect that from Superman. When I go to a comic book movie, like Sin City is supposed to look gritty.
Oh, yeah.
Watchmen is supposed to look gritty. Again, some Batman movies are supposed to look gritty. I don't expect Wonder Woman to look dirty. It looks like there was just dust all over the film.
Soot.
Get the canned air.
Yeah, exactly. We need to dust this out.
Yeah. I guess the other thing I was kind of disappointed in with this movie, and it's kind of a spoiler. I I wasn't too fond about everything being Ares' fault, because the whole thing was she was after Ares, and she was trying to she wants to kill him to stop war.
Yeah, essentially, she figures by killing Ares that all war will suddenly just stop.
Which by the way, according to Batman v Superman, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
And Man of Steel, actually. And well, all of the movies, really.
Pretty much.
Well, the thing was, after she had killed the guy who she thought was Ares.
Which was this guy, General Ludendorff.
Yeah, some German guy. And, she killed him, and she noticed that war was still going on. And Steve Trevor told her, maybe it's just people. Maybe some people are just shitty, and this is what they do.
Yeah, it was a great speech.
Oh,
actually.
it was really good. And I was
not just one single bad guy.
Yeah,
it's gonna stop everything.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping they'd roll with that a little bit, because that's a really powerful message.
Yeah, the whole gray morality trope.
Yeah, but then Ares shows up for their big finale. Which,
and that's my biggest gripe with this was the final fight scene.
Yeah,
the third act.
Was it the reveal or just the fighting itself?
The reveal I called because I knew it was going to be who it was.
I had my suspicions.
Ever since that phone call, I'm like, it's got to be him.
Yeah. Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, but
we won't reveal too much. What was it, just the actual fighting again with the
it really was
the fire and the crazy CGI stunts.
Yeah, exactly. And plus the fact that even though after Ares changes, he still has the same goofy thing. Okay. You figured he'd change and go back to the way he looked.
Yeah, instead he just kind of looks like the guy he was disguised as. I'm like,
except he's in like cool armor. It's kind of
you're a god.
You can be whoever you want. There.
You can be whoever you want. You're a god.
I know. It's like instead it's like, yes, I prefer to be Miss Nigel Carrots here. Yes, good, yes.
Anyway, I was thinking throughout this whole thing, it makes me wonder if we're ever going to see Marvel's Greek characters, because they play the Greek mythology stuff too, and I'm hoping that they introduce Hercules into the MCU, because Marvel's Hercules is fucking great.
Oh yeah?
He's so good. He's like, greetings, I am Hercules. Like how you'd expect Hercules. God. The first time I saw him was in the old Thor cartoon.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, you remember seeing that?
I don't think you showed me that one.
Oh, I streamed it a long time ago.
I know you showed me Spider-Man, and I want to...
We watched Captain America, I know.
Yeah, Captain America.
But oh my god, my introduction to...
The Magneto-mobile.
That's fantastic.
That was fantastic. We're getting off topic.
But Marvel's Hercules is a fucking gift. They have to find the right person to play him. But when we're done here, I'll pull up a clip and I'll show
Kevin
you.
Sorbo.
Kevin's.
I'm kidding. I kid.
Oh man. Anyway, is there anything else you got left to say about this movie?
I mean, not really. Like I said, my major gripe was with the third act. Most of the movie was good, but once it got to that point where it became the big epic, the big epic battle, I'm just like, oh god, we're getting better.
Yeah,
don't go back into Batman v Superman territory.
Some cliches can't be avoided, unfortunately. Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't enough to ruin the movie for me, though.
No,
I still enjoyed it.
This is a definite watch. Unlike,
I would have gotten mad. Do I want to... should I spoil this?
What?
Well, I had one last thing I wanted to say, but I'm not sure if I should just spoil it or just leave it alone.
We're pretty much at the end of the video, so...
Alright, I'm glad they didn't pull, like, some BS stunt and actually brought Trevor back.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Pine stayed dead this time, as opposed to Star Trek Into Darkness. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah. Fucking tribbles. Anyway.
Yeah. And you know what, that's a shame, too, because like we said, they worked well together.
Yes.
Their chemistry was, like...
It was, but perfect. I would have been angry if all of a sudden, like, by some miracle, he's like, hey, I found this parachute or some bullshit. I'm glad that he stayed dead and that was his...
He went into a coma.
And now he's okay. Serpentor stabbed him in the heart. That's not how that works.
I just got word from Doc. Duke's gonna be okay. Yo,
God. That's a whole nother tangent.
Oh well, I'm putting all the rest of Cartoon Clip Show on YouTube now.
Nice.
And that's gonna be the last one, I think.
Oh, the G.I. Joe movie.
Oh, fuck that movie. Anyway,
the Transformers movie had the balls to kill off Prime.
Well, they brought him back in the series, though.
Yeah, they did, but that was way later. I'm not saying in the movie itself they did.
I'm sure they didn't intend to bring him back, but, you know, parents...
Toy sales.
Toys, yeah. Anyway, the only thing I have left to say is kind of unrelated. I went to a double feature today. I saw
Captain
before Wonder Woman. I went to go see the other superhero movie that came out this weekend, Captain Underpants.
Yeah, I was not with him for that one.
Yeah, I think you would have thought it was all right. It was okay. I'll do a Rob watches on it at some point.
Nice.
Yeah, it was interesting to see like which one would be better. I mean, there was really no question, but all I can say is Weird Al did the theme song for Captain Underpants. So did Weird Al do Wonder Woman's theme song? No, I didn't think so.
Honestly, if he did, that would have just been weird.
He should have did the theme song to Suicide Squad. Would have been way more appropriate.
Yeah, the theme song, the opening theme of New Suicide Squad, for some reason is Nature Trail to Hell.
Just an accordion and him singing.
Yeah, exactly.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Well, I guess that's about it.
Yeah. Wonder Woman, decent.
You did good, DC.
Yeah. For once.
Don't fuck it up.
Oh, they're totally gonna fuck it up.
Well, Justice League is already done, so
there you go.
Let's see how much of a train wreck that's gonna be.
Let's see how much Whedon managed to salvage.
Oh, please save us, Whedon. For the love of God. Bye.
Yeah, bye. We're done.